Well, hello again. So welcome to our first sort of tutorial. This one's not really a tutorial, it's more just a little troubleshooting guide and kind of how-to on how to access the data that you'll need to do all the labs in this class. So to start, you'll want to go to your home page for Intro to GIS on Canvas, which looks a bit like this. Just I haven't published this class yet, so it might look a little different from what you see on your screen when you finally get to it. In order to navigate to where we get the link to access the data, we go to Modules on the left. And once there, under Start Here, there's a page called Find Your Data. Go ahead and click on that. And in there, I have some quick instructions on how to do what I'm going to show you. But I'll also show you to do it, of course. So you go to this link highlighted there, and it's going to take you to the Publishers page where you can access the information. So once you're there, even though this says Instructor Resources, this is the URL that they have shown in the textbook. And it shouldn't matter when you're trying to access the data. You go down, scroll down the page just a little bit to data sets, and you press that little arrow, and you can select all chapters or individual chapters. So in this case, I'm going to select individual chapters and just do like the first 3, just to sort of make this quick and easy. Once you do that, this button up here on the right next to Download Resources, which says Request Selected, will become activated, and you can click on it, and it will take you to a window that just disappeared. So under normal circumstances, that window would actually show your email address under the account you're registered with, because you will have to register for a Macmillan account as a student in order to actually access the data, and it'll email it to you. But, and this is why I wanted to also do this quick little video, I've been having a lot of problems trying to access the data from the publisher's website. It has worked for me once or twice and then won't work again. So I have managed to get the data, but I haven't been able to replicate it for you again, unfortunately. So what we're going to have to do is, if this does not work for you, you will be able to access it via the zip file I will send along with our introductory email or our welcome email next week. So just note that if you cannot access the data this way, I will send the zip file for chapter 1, and we'll keep working on this to see if it fixes itself over time. So that is how to access that data there. Now I'm going to show you how I go about organizing it on my desktop. So just because this is the way I keep myself organized, I have put a folder on my desktop for this textbook, Discovering GIS Data. And as you probably all are pretty aware, when you download a zip file, it comes into your download folder looking something like this, and you have to extract the files. So in order to extract it, you click on it and click the extract button, and you can extract all. And when you extract all, you can send it to a location, in which case I'm doing desktop Discovering GIS Data. But since I've already sent it there, I'm not going to actually do it. So I'm going to hit cancel. But if you do it, it'll send all the data to that file. So I'm closing that browser, that window browser. I'm opening my Discovering GIS Data folder. And you can see it says data sets, just like it showed in the downloaded folder. If you open data sets, it'll show every single zipped module. I downloaded the entire book, so that's why it shows everything here. If you were to double click on the module for the first one, you could go into it and see the various files that it contains. But you still wouldn't be able to access it within ArcPro because it hasn't been unzipped yet on this level. So to do that, and this is where it's useful to pay attention, just because I know this seems kind of basic, but let me just spell it out for you quickly here. You're going to extract all for that module 1, browse, and bring yourself back up to your main folder that you want it in. Because by default, it just keeps creating subfolders, and we don't want it buried, the extracted data in those subfolders. We want the data back up in your main folder, wherever it is you're choosing to keep it. And in which case, for me, it's right in the folder Discovering GIS Data. So it's not within the data sets folder. So I have that highlighted down there. That's my folder. I select it, and I hit extract, and it's going to extract all the files. So on my little bar up here. I'm going to click back up to Discovering GIS Data folder level, and you'll see that the module 1 is right there under datasets. And if we click on it, you can see it's completely unzipped. There's nothing zipped further inside of it. Okay.